My name is Rick Dellar. I'm the co-founder of Intelisys, and I'm here today with Jay Bradley, my boss, the president of Intelisys, and the channel chief over at 8x8, one of our favorite friends and suppliers, John DeLozier. I don't believe you were here last year. You weren't in the New Orleans Convergence. We're here in beautiful Nashville, Tennessee for the Super9 Convergence 2019. You're here. Welcome.
Thank you.
What are your
Thanks
impressions so far?
I mean, it's Intelisys. Everybody's here, seeing people you work with, catching up. It's fantastic. And oh, by the way, outside of all the socializing, you also get educated. It's been an amazing day.
Jay, what was sort of the genesis of this, and what value has it been bringing the community?
Well, we really wanted to bring together all sides of the industry. That's kind of what we've done by coming together with ScanSource, is we've got technology under one roof. So a couple of years ago, we said, hey, we've been doing these Super9 successfully. They're kind of product-based and based in kind of more niche around cloud and certain opportunities. We said, let's bring the whole industry together and call it Convergence. So that's what it's about. It's about products converging. It's about channels converging. It's about really the best talent in the industry converging in one place. Here we all are. So this is number 2, and we're having a blast.
Where are we going next year?
I don't know. Probably a best kept secret.
I will be there. But cloud's become really important to you guys. Everywhere we go, as suppliers, obviously, in the cloud, but also your partners we're talking to, the employees at Intelisys, it seems like customer experience and cloud have become premier. Is that right?
Yeah, the industry's been changing and working towards that for a while now. And I think that our sales partners have been leading the charge with our supplier partners to make that happen. And we're seeing it in regular ways that we've known for years, like the sort of ubiquitous nature of UCaaS. But we're seeing CCaaS being one of the hottest segments in the industry, and I know you participate in both.
Yeah.
We've been doing a little business with you too.
Oh yeah, you sure have.
Yeah.
Intelisys always rises to the top. And you and I talk about this all the time. Your competition and others out there that always want to say, JD, you're always talking about Intelisys. Well, guess what? Everybody has the opportunity to be the best. That's the cool thing about our industry. It just so happens you guys lead the charge with 8x8. So thank you for that.
Yes.
Very, very fortunate. And I think the platform is helpful because it's where UCaaS and CCaaS come together with one system of intelligence.
Not only is it the platform, it's the team you put together. It's just an amazing team. I tell people when I travel a country and anytime they'll listen, what's the single one most important thing? And it's always the people. It's always the team. And I think we know that as leaders. So, we're looking around the country at the team you put together, the unique kind of platform that you bring. You're a little bit unique yourself.
Yeah, well, thank you.
You're right.
Coming from Jay, that's a pleasure.
You guys know what that means, right? Yeah. So yeah, onward. Nobody's looking behind. Everybody's looking forward.
Rick, did you ever see, you and I have these kind of discussions frequently, right? I'm always interested in philosophically your mindset as you even founded this company. Did you ever think it would become this?
No, you can't do something like that's gotten big like this and been so exciting. I didn't dream that up, and Rick didn't dream it up. But it's been an amazing ride, and not the least of which was the partnership since we've been acquired from ScanSource. They've been a great parent company. Look, you're talking about cloud, in San Jose with your chief executive Vic. Bauer's talking about it in Greenville. We're talking about it in Petaluma all day long. Of course we're all thinking about cloud. That is where the opportunity is.
Well, people always ask me, when do I run into the prim-based providers? And honestly and very humbly, we run into them when we're taking them out. This is a cloud, this industry is changing.
Yeah.
Jay, and I know you've seen it all along. You've been along for the ride.
Yeah. Yeah, the analysts are interesting too. I never really quite believe them when they say it's going to happen in this amount of time. I always think it's going to take just a little bit longer. But as part of taking longer, we do it better. That's the part that excites me so much about these kind of events. We're educating everyone who will listen. And the people are very forward-thinking that come here to how do we not only do it and help the customers, but how do we do it correctly? And how do we do it better than the next guy? And how do we do it where when we leave our mark on the customer always thinks of us maybe for a decade or more to come, because we really solved a problem for them.
Yeah.
And that's what we have the unique ability to do in this world right now. And I think Intelisys and ScanSource together have the most unique opportunity to deliver basically any solution.
You certainly have the reach and the influence over the partners, which is very, very unique, and all the great things you've done and taking your time. It reminds me of a conversation we had a couple weeks ago with 8x8. 5 or 6 years ago, you guys got to remember that when the visionaries saw this coming, some companies said, you know what, we're going to partner up with everybody else, and we're going to go to market, and we're going to jump in right now. And by the way, those partnerships have paid off. Formidable competition for us, for sure. But 8x8 was a little different. We said, you know what, we're going to take our time, we're going to go back in the lab, and we're going to invent something built for the cloud, and then we're going to bring it to market. That's where we are today. It's actually a coming out party in a way from the lab, right? This is our technology. It's time to go. And Jay, by the way, thanks for the nice compliments. That's how this team is now in place.
Yeah.
Because we're taking that to market, and we're doing it with Intelisys.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm curious, John. I mean, you worked for one of our our great friends. One of the great stories are in supplier relationships with CenturyLink.
Great company.
And you made a move to a much smaller company. What's that experience been like? What's been 8-9 months?
Yeah, 9 months. It's been fantastic. My background is in unified communications and call center. And so a great stop at CenturyLink. Loved hanging out with those guys, and I think they're better for it. We're better for it. But
They're definitely better for it.
Thank you. My heart is in unified communications and contact center and cloud now. And so when I had an opportunity to take a look at the landscape, what's available out there, what companies could I bring value to? Truly, 8x8 just stood out. I mean, we are fairly small, but we're scrappy, and we're hungry, and we're willing to do what it takes to make Intelisys better, to make your sub-partner community better. So we're very fortunate to be part of this ecosystem. I'm very grateful to both of you.
Yeah, well, it's ditto. I mean, we feel the same way. There's a lot of stellar performers out there when you look at helping our partners help their end user customers make the transition to cloud. Everybody is doing it. If you're not doing it, you should be doing it. We're here to help you. And that's one thing you've also done for us. I mean, stepping up and being a part of these kinds of events is a big part of getting your message out. We're grateful as well that you're helping us tell the story. And it's a great story for a lot of years to come. Folks, this is not going to be a short-term thing. We're in this for another 10-year run. So let's go get it.
You got that ScanSource, Intelisys, and 8x8. It's a great combination.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.